Welcome in to Banana Ball live on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. For a second straight night, we come to you from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California, as the Firefighters and Bananas have their fourth battle of the tour. Our friends from down the road at Disneyland are with us tonight. Goofy cooked up a wacky golden banana. We've got multiple Mickey Mouses, some would call that Mickey Mice, and we'll have plenty more shenanigans with our Disney crew as the night rolls on. It is Game 40 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. The Firefighters are looking for their first win, while the Nanners are hunting a fourth straight victory and back-to-back two-game sweeps. Kansas City last weekend, so far a victory here in Angel Stadium, and now looking to stay perfect against the third team here in Bananaland. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Bananaland. Another impressive victory for the Bananas. 5 points on offense, but 3 of those scored on Firefighters' defensive miscues.
I mean, nonetheless, the Bananas did a lot of things right in last night's ballgame. You've got to commend the pitchers for the way they worked. They had 3 different guys throw innings in less than 2 minutes, highlighted by a 1 minute and 13-second inning from Danny Hosley, who picked up the win. And the pitching staff only allowed 2 ball 4 sprints throughout the game as well, and induced a lot of ground ball double plays. So the Bananas, again, did a lot of things right. They collected 15 trick plays, and we even saw former Angels legend Troy Gloss come in and collect a pinch hit single in the Bananas' 3rd straight win over the Firefighters.
I think we'll have another Angels legend tonight, as well as a couple very special guests and our pals over at Disney. The Bananas lineup is being announced down on the field. We don't want you to miss that, so let's get it on down.
Batting 6th at shortstop, wearing number 6. He's our glove magician, Ryan Cox. Behind the plate, wearing number 3, Eric Jones. At first base, number 11, Correll Price. At second base, wearing number 8, he is our greatest showman, baby, Jackson Olsen. And the extra hitter, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. On the mound for your Bananas tonight, number 88, Noah Nisnik. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton.
We got to look at the Savannah Bananas starting pitcher. Let's see who opposes him. It will be Austin Temple on the mound for the Firefighters as Nisnik gets the ball for the Nanners.
Yeah, this is a really exciting pitching matchup. We saw these two matched up against each other a weekend ago. And for Austin Temple, he improved on a lot of things that were a struggle for him in 2024. He did not allow any ball 4 sprints to the Savannah Bananas and picked up 3 strikeouts. He only had 7 a season ago. And for Noah Nisnik, he's leading the World Tour in innings pitched this season, now has more strikeouts than ball 4 sprints this season, and pitching against the Firefighters was where he really excelled. Temple 0-3 last year, Nisnik 3-0 against the Firefighters.
Niz, the Banana Ball Rookie of the Year in 2024. Austin Temple struggled in his first campaign with the Firefighters. You can see it right there with the numbers in front of you. But he has the potential to be one of the best pitchers in the sport.
Look, he's a former Houston Astros minor leaguer, had a 2.70 career ERA in the minor leagues, and was striking out more than 10 batters per inning, or per 9 innings for the Astros system. So for Austin Temple, what he really needs to do is consistently throw that high velocity heater in the strike zone. That's where he was very successful last Saturday. And again, I think that's what he's going to try and work with Joe Lytle behind the dish.
And I further my point from last night about Austin Krasminski for Mr. Austin Temple. I just don't understand when you have that great of numbers, how you get booted out of minor league baseball, and it comes down to he's throwing low to mid-90s with the fastball instead of high 90s. But the numbers were terrific. And there are plenty of guys in the bigs throwing high 80s, low 90s as well. But I digress. We thunderstruck here in Angel Stadium. The 40th game of our 2025 Banana Ball World Tour, with game 41 kicking off simultaneously in Reno, Nevada. You can catch that over on the Party Animals YouTube channel as they take on the Texas Tailgaters. Here, the Firefighters look for their first win. Over in Reno, the Tailgaters looking for win number 2. And we saw history last night. Ryan Cox for a 3rd straight World Tour, the first man to 100 trick plays. And he continues to up the ante. Did it quicker than ever before. For more on that, we'll get it on down to SB.
Hey, go Josh. Yes, an extra special edition of Tummy Time with our dear friend Ryan Cox, who hit triple digits last night in 2025. Coxie, to start off here, anything you'd like to say to this beautiful piece of turf here in which you hit history again?
Thanks for the opportunity. All the cool shortstops that's played here, mainly Andrelton Simmons, Zach Nito, he just had to have leadoff bomb. So just honored to be out here on this beautiful surface and the opportunity to get some reps yesterday, some ground balls, some fly balls. Even laying on it right now, I'm pretty comfy. I could take a nap out here.
It is comfy, cozy, Ryan, and you seem right at home in California. What is it about the West Coast that brings out the trick plays and those triple-digit celebrations?
It might be the good weather, it might be the good vibes. 100 in Rancho a couple years ago, 100 out here today. Maybe it's timing, but California, state of mind.
Ryan Cox, finally, what can we expect out of our Banana Boys tonight? We have been hot as ever on the West Coast.
Just taking care of the show first and foremost. We got a lot tonight. We execute the banana ball behind that, hopefully find ourselves in the win column. We had 15 trick plays last night. That's a pretty good rate for us. Like to see us do it again and just keep finding ways to score runs.
Hey Ryan, I think Jackson's waiting for you over there.
Sorry, my friends, I miss them.
Pico, Josh, tummy time's over. Let's play this game.
No doubt about that. Thanks, SB. See you, Coxie. Appreciate the insight as always. Here's the Nanners defensive alignment. Of course, you saw Cox at short. Let's look at the outfielders left to right. Robert Anthony Cruz, DR Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. At third base, Kyle Jackson. There's Coxie at short. Then Jackson Olsen at second. Correll Prime at first. And behind the dish, Eric Jones Jr.
Well, DR Meadows was the man who had 3 trick plays last night for the Bananas. He may become the next guy to 100 trick plays on this year's World Tour.
He's the betting favorite for me. I think if anybody gets to 100 trick plays for the Firefighters, it's got to be their leadoff man, Logan Lacey, followed up by Logan Spence, Dalton Cornett, and in the cleanup spot, Joe Lytle. Then Stephen Cullen, Mason Maxwell, Zachary Bridges. Ron Franklin Jr. in the 8-hole gets his first career banana ball start. Caden Green hitting 9th, and Matt Wolf rounding it out. We'll get it on down to Jesse Cole. Time to start this clock.
Banana Nation, it is time. But first, we have a special guest with us. So please welcome to the field, Mickey Mouse.
Everybody! Hiya, Jesse.
Mickey, it is a time, big time here in Banana Ball, where we are going to start the clock. So first, fans, are you ready? Mickey, are you ready?
You bet! Here we go. 1, 2, 3, start the clock!
Showtime!
There may be a couple
for the
Mickeys in the stands, but that is the one, the only, the true Mouse. And we are underway. Logan Lacey once again starting a game with a towering fly ball into the stands. That one not caught. Gets his second career start in center field. The Firefighters superstar in 2024. Picked up right where he left off, 5 for 13. Couple doubles, tied for the team lead with 3 runs scored across their 3 games played. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crank foul, oh my gosh. Looks like it got Matt Wolf, he's A-okay. And another chance for the fans. Not caught. Over 45,000 fans on hand. As Lacey gets a barrel on this one. It's going to be out of reach for Robert Anthony Cruz. And it's going to be a team-leading 3rd double on the tour to kick off the Firefighters' 4th game.
We had a quiet night last night for the Firefighters. Was hitless, but stole first for the first time in his career. Now finds himself 6 for 10 early in his career against Noah Nisnik. It's the start the Firefighters are looking for.
Big swing and a miss from Liam Spence. Nice start to his Firefighters career. 3 for 10, a double, a ball 4 sprint. Lifts this one deep out to left center. DR Meadows has it tracked. On the track, whoa, that carried further than the doctor had bargained for. Able to make the play as Lacey tags and takes 3rd.
Yeah, it looked like DR Meadows was very surprised coming up against the wall there, but a big first out.
Let's get it to Shark.
In 1958, Hank Amin was hired by Disneyland as skipper of the Jungle Cruise. Because Hank was a very active person with a passion for helping and caring for others, he joined and started what would become a 35-year career with the Garden Grove Fire Department. Later, he transitioned his work to becoming a Disneyland resort firefighter. His career spans over 62 years at the resort and is currently the longest standing employee of the Walt Disney Company as a firefighter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our firefighter of the night, 92-year-old Hank Amin.
I mean, you want to talk about a living legend right there. The longest tenured worker at Disney. That is quite an accolade. 92 years young.
And a man who found himself working in the park at the time in which Walt Disney was still alive. Very cool.
Quite an escort for Dalton Cornette here in his 4th World Tour. Hot shot, gobbled up. Jackson Olsen taking his time, flip behind the back to a bare hand from Prime at first. That is a big second out for the Nanners.
And Olsen collects the trick play as well. His first instinct, though, is to check on Logan Lacey at 3rd base. Smart play from Olsen. Then afterwards, he has the time to go behind his back and flip that one to Corral Prime.
We'll have Jackson Olsen on the mic in a few innings time. This has been a very special week for a guy who, if you follow him on social media, I'm sure the vast majority of you do. He loves Disney. That's well struck by Lytle, but Alexiadis is going to be able to tip it up and take a nap. Nisnik strands Lacey on 3rd and puts up a goose egg to start the ball game.
Solid start for Nisnik and his Bananas teammates. Lacey stranded, and the Nanners grab 2 trick plays in the top of the 1st.
Get another look at trick play number 31 on the tour for Super Reese. After he hauled in 3 last night, back here in his home state. Take a look at the Firefighters' defensive alignment, left to right in the outfield. It's Maxwell, Lacey, and Bridges. In the infield, 3rd to 1st, Spence, Green, Parra, and Cullen, with Cornette handling the catching duties.
Well, it's Logan Lacey who has 2 trick plays this season. Both of them have surprisingly come in center field and via the back handspring. We could see more of those tonight in Angel Stadium. And Stephen Cullen, surprisingly at 1st base, still leading the team with 4 trick plays this year.
We saw a good bit of the Bananas lineup. Let's get a reminder of the 10 guys Tyler Gillum and company are sending to the dish tonight. DR at the top as per usual, then KJ, Oberst, and Rack. There's Reese in the 5-hole, followed by Cox, EJ Prime, Jackson Olsen, and Hosley to round it out.
And the interesting thing is it was guys at the bottom of the order who were big offensive contributors for the Bananas last night. They totaled 4 extra base hits, and it was highlighted by a 2-run triple from Jackson Olsen in the 8th inning.
Let's get a peek at Hose My Dad, which is concluding. Good to see a kid coming away with some merchandise. And got to hose his dad 3 times. It's having your cake and eating it too. Great numbers for DR, as per usual. And loves to swing at the first pitch, does not offer up. And at the high fastball from Temple. Foul ball not caught by the fans. Austin Temple was nearly unhittable in his sophomore campaign debut. A week ago in Kauffman Stadium in KC. 3 strikeouts across 2 scoreless innings pitched. Live fastball sits 91 to 93. Curveball, sweeper, and splitter. Is the 4-pitch mix. And Meadows works the count full.
Right now it looks like the #1 thing on Temple's agenda has been to challenge him with the heater and see if he catches up to it. Meadows sprays this one towards the fans along the right field line. They come up empty, and we will see another payoff.
That one lifted out to right center. Noah Bridges making the call, tipping it up, and no one there to haul it in. He thought Logan Lacey was gonna clean that up for him. Lacey wasn't in the right position, so that'll be the first trick play missed for Noah Bridges in his Firefighters career.
Yeah, and Logan Lacey is not a natural outfielder. Spent a majority of his career at third base and shortstop, so he's still transitioning in a way and just did not look like he was ready or aware of Bridges communicating to him to be over there and try and nail a trick play, a possible double trick play even.
Ball and a strike on Kyle Jackson, leading the team with his .367 batting average. Was on base all 3 times last night, raised his tour-leading OBP to .512. A reminder, this is game 40. Ridiculous numbers, and now Austin Temple is 1 ball away from losing the first inning. That one nowhere near the zone. Easy take for KJ. His 7th walk-off of the tour, and the Nanners up 1-0, 1 inning in.
Last weekend it was ball 4 sprints that did the Firefighters in. This time more sloppy defense leads to the Bananas getting on the board first. We'll be right back real soon with more Banana Ball.
And YouTube, you know we never leave you. You can't get rid of us. Gage Voorhees and company out giving some yellow roses to the folks in the stands. Well, that one is not on Austin Temple. Unearned run for his first allowed on the tour. It's not the way the Firefighters wanted to start their 4th game, trying to get their first win. A lot of game left. You know where there isn't a lot of game left? In Indiana, where my Knicks are getting pummeled by the Pacers. Season's about to be over for the boys. Pour
sorry,
one out for
man.
him.
I'm sorry.
Game 1 will haunt me forever. Welcome back to Banana Land. Noah Nisnik out for a 2nd inning of work after earning the point in the 1st. Here are his numbers on World Tour number 2 for him.
He's making his 9th start this season. Nisnik has induced 4 foul-outs to fans this year, the most of any arm on tour, and actually induced 3 in his last start in Kansas City. For Niz, he's earned 11 points, lost 13, and fortunately has gotten early run support from his teammates that he experienced a lot in his rookie campaign a season ago.
Fastball misses below the knees to Stephen Cullen, holding down the 5-hole. And he gets a 1-0 changeup. That's Nisnik's best pitch. Showing off some trickery on the bump. Pauses his windup. And the heater high. When Niz is at his best, he'll tunnel that high fastball with a backdoor curve to righties. He has Cullen off balance on the off speed. Once again, the foul ball not snared by the fans.
Well, the other strength of Noah Nisnik is his ability to locate the circle change on the outside portion of the plate against right-handed hitters, slightly get them to expand their zones and swing through it.
Payoff pitch, in on the hands, Corral Prime towards the dugout, EJ joining him, and look out, oh my goodness. Zach Frangelo ended up nearly running into the Nanners 6'5" first baseman. He was trying to get out of the way, went the wrong way. Did not look catchable though. That one landed in the dugout. Prime didn't have time to get to the rail. Fastball called, strike 3. His nasty dots the inside corner, first K of the night.
He's not going to blow batters away with a lot of heat, but the reason Niz has been so successful in his banana ball career is because of pinpoint control. And he nicks that inside corner against Cullen, and you see him absolutely frozen. Vincent, meanwhile, not frozen whatsoever.
Far too close to take with 2 strikes. Niz high 80s, low 90s with the fastball. As Mason Maxwell, a soft pop-up, Rack calling off. Ryan Cox tries to catch it behind the back, ends up bouncing off his mitt. And Maxwell aboard on the trick play missed.
Woods, 2 guys who both had the intent to come away with the trick play. It likely would have been a bare hand from Cox, and Robert Anthony Cruz, probably having Cox that close to him, threw off his concentration a bit that made him unable to catch that one behind his back, as it appears Isaac Parra has come into run for Mason Maxwell, tonight's designated runner.
Noah Bridges using a new bat tonight. So for 11 to start his Firefighters career. This is a bat he used across his 2 world tours with the Savannah Bananas. He's ripped off the paint, and that bat's got some juice in it. 1 hop into the stands. That is a laser beam ground rule double. First hit of Noah Bridges' Firefighters career is with his old Nanners Lumber.
Well, he's just going to try and get that mojo back any way that he can take it. He told us that in Kansas City, he still felt some jitters returning to the field of play, even in the outfield, which he was surprised by because he's very confident in his defensive abilities. Now he sets up a big opportunity for Ron Franklin, making his first career banana ball start.
Got a pinch hit opportunity last night. Went down on strikes in the 8th inning. It was against Zach Phillips. Tried to check his swing, he does. First base umpire Paul Graham confirms it. Slow tapper, Kyle Jackson is thrown it to first. Coming on home, and tagged out is Mason Maxwell. He is begging for a Firefighters challenge. Check well, that was Isaac Parra, the designated runner.
That was an aggressive send for Isaac Parra. You saw KJ taunt him, shaking the ball at Parra before throwing it over to first, and that's when Parra opted to take off. But even though he's calling for the challenge, it does not appear the Firefighters will pop any confetti.
Let's get it on down to our fireside chatter. Zach Staten.
Hold on, boys. Oh, boy. Just having to do my best Logan Lacey impression, because that's exactly what he did last night on one of his trick plays in the bottom of the 5th. Logan, what was going through your mind when you're diving head first into a tarp?
I was like, oh, wow, there's a lot of people. Hopefully I don't break my neck on this play.
Is that the epitome of being a firefighter, running into the adversity when people who depend on it need you?
That's what they do. They run into the line of fire, and they they rescue, and that's why I had to rescue that inning, and that's what I did.
There we go. All right, we're 2 innings into this one for the Firefighters. What are the vibes right now?
The vibes are we're hitting really good. The fans are really loud. We're energetic, and Split is in center field. So there's a lot going on right now. My mind's everywhere.
All right, go get him, Tiger. Go get him. Let's go get this one. Firefighter Nation, for you. Sound the alarms. Biko, Josh, I'm going to take a nap here for a little bit, boys.
Thank you very much, Zach. Looks like a wonderful place to rest your head. Lacey sprints out to center. Austin Temple out for a second inning of work. His defense failed him in the first. A trick play missed. Had Meadows on second to start Temple's night. He followed it up with 4 bad ones out of 5 pitches to KJ. That is how quickly you can fall behind in banana ball when you're the visiting team. Doesn't get any easier for Temple here. Dan Oberst takes the fastball just a pinch down and out. 3, 4, and 5. Heart of the order for the Bananas. 2 balls and no strikes on Oberst here in his 7th year with the squad. 3 collegiate seasons in Savannah. This is year 4 as a professional banana baller. Batting average has dipped below 300. He's never finished a world tour with an average below 300. Hits it a mile high here. Lacey with an emphatic call and cannot nail the backhand. Spring catch. Oberst scampering towards second. He will reverse course. 2 straight innings for the Firefighters. Starts defensively with a missed trick play.
Yeah, and that one looked like Lacey wasn't anywhere close to it. As you see, the ball never even made contact with his glove. Nonetheless, it's a trick play missed for the Firefighters center fielder. And Oberst was unable to get second base on the trick play missed. Immediately took off as Temple was firing his first pitch and is in with a swiped bag.
Well, he had an enormous jump. Lytle never stood a chance there, whether he caught the ball cleanly or not. So now the inning-winning run in scoring position. Robert Anthony Cruz, healthy hack, fouls it off of the second deck. Rack the pride of Fontana, California. Less than an hour down the road, down by the Rancho Cucamonga area where banana ball played 3 games in 2023. That ball is annihilated. Deep to right, and with his keister up against the wall, Noah Bridges makes the snag. Oberst easily advances to third.
Nonetheless, that is a productive out for Robert Anthony Cruz. Definitely not what he was looking for. You see him with a slight grin on his face, thinking that was going to leave the yard in his home state. But now he'll turn it over to another California kid, Reese Alexiadis from Manhattan Beach, trying to come through and provide the Bananas with another walk-off.
Infield in against 2024's banana ball exit velocity king. And that's going to do the job. Alexiadis is going to be credited with a walk-off double. Oberst scores the winning run, and 2 innings in, the Bananas up 2-0.
And that extends now a 9-game on-base streak for Reese Alexiadis. And he now has 4 walk-offs in his last 5 games for the Bananas with 5 runs batted in. He continues to play at an absolutely insane level for this Banana squad.
If this dance seems like one you remember, well, that's because they did it in front of the castle at Disneyland just a few nights ago.
Young Professor, take it away.
Bring it back out here in Angel Stadium.
I've got Davis, Adam, Nick, and Jake, and we're going to play a little game here that we love in Banana Land. It's called
some musical hugs.
Musical Hugs. Here's how it's going to work. When Shark starts playing the music, these guys are going to spin around their bats, get real dizzy. When they pop up, they have to find a banana. Jump into their arms and hug them. Odd man out gets eliminated. We go until we have a winner. Gentlemen, heads down on the bats. On your mark, get set, go. They're spinning. They're running. Big. All right, very good. Our elimination gets on out. Back to the bats, guys. Back to the bats. We got a spin on your mark. Get set, go. Spin it out, spin it out. Find that hug, find the hug. I'm saying guy in the white shirt is out of here. He's out of here. White shirt out of here. All right, last one, best one. Bring it back in, guys. Back it in. We got a Firefighters fan. We've got a Bananas fan. Heads on the bats on your mark, get set, go! The stop, the shove. In the firefighter uniform, ladies and gentlemen, he is our winner. Give it up for Musical Hugs.
Thrilling finish.
Number 10, Caden Peanut.
To some musical hugs. Third inning of action, Caden Green leads it off. Noah Nisnik back out there on the bump for the Nanners. Firefighters have had 3 runners in scoring position. They have failed to score a run. They had a base running miscue, as well as 2 trick plays missed on the other side of the ball, has them down 2.
And you would have thought after last night when this team had 3 errors that led to Bananas walk-offs, they were going to try and clean things up, maybe play a little more conservatively entering the early stages of this ball game. That has not been the case whatsoever as Caden Green skies this one out to left field. Robert Anthony Cruz lines it up and lands the rack flip. An unbelievable catch from the Fontana, California native.
Well, that was a moon ball off Peanut's bat, and that is a 10 out of 10 backflip catch from the Rackster. Was out on the party plaza with us earlier today, hitting foam balls to well over 10,000 fans outside Angel Stadium. He's carried those vibes inside the park with him. And Matt Wolf with his second trip to the dish this year. 0 for 1 so far, always fun when we get to see one of the trickiest pitchers and best defenders in the infield in Banana Ball get to swing the lumber. Behind 1-2, some trickery from Nisnik, and that is a sword. Disgusting curveball, Wolf cannot hold up. Another strikeout for Niz.
And it comes with a trick play for Noah Nisnik as well. He starts bouncing the ball off the rubber, then tips it or throws it behind himself, tips it through the glove, and it's all in one fluid motion. Whenever a pitcher can perform those tricks and then collect the strikeout, it goes as a trick play in the books for them.
4th of the year for Niz Nasty. All of them have come on strikeouts. And a beautiful backdoor bender to jump ahead of Logan Lacey. We're back at the top of the order. Slow roller, Kyle Jackson, forward roll, well fielding the ball. A seed over to Prime. And 3 trick plays for the Nanners in an easy breezy, beautiful top of the 3rd.
Stellar defensive inning from the Bananas. Rack and KJ, 2 of the stars collecting trick plays, and it all happens in 2 minutes and 11 seconds for the sophomore left-hander.
We'll get it on down to the field. Emily Cole will give us our Bananas Foster family of the night.
Welcome to the field, Savannah Bananas owner, Emily Cole.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill Angel Stadium 9 times with the amount of kiddos currently experiencing foster care. To raise awareness and support the community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world, while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating Sydney Hassan. Sydney started her fostering journey 3 years ago as a single foster mom. She welcomed a teenager, Lily, into her home, who has now been with her for 2 years. Since being placed with Sydney, Lily has thrived in school and learned how to drive. only 50% of high schoolers who are in foster care will graduate high school. But I am proud and excited to announce that earlier this week, Lily graduated high school. Many teens who age out of foster care lose all support after they turn 18. But Sydney plans to continue to support Lily while she attends college to study criminal justice and social work. Banana Ball fans, please help us welcome to the field Sydney and Lily so that we can celebrate them as tonight's Bananas Foster family.
Another giant shout out to Sydney Hassan, and congratulations to Lily, who graduated high school on Thursday night. I know she will go out and do wonderful things in the world. We'll have Banana Ball back on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus in just a minute and a half. And YouTube, you silly gooses, you know we never leave you. Come on now, stop playing with them. All right, Firefighters. You ready to play Banana Ball tonight? Come on now, boys. Tell you what, my New York Knicks were not ready to play basketball tonight. They have been eliminated. 125-108. Smoked.
Oh, no.
Game one, man. 17-point lead in the fourth quarter. You cannot lose that game.
There's going to be a great secret base rewinder episode on that game someday.
It's like Pacers are too good to beat them 5 times. You can't beat that team 5 times in a 7-game set. This should be heading back to the Garden.
Hope Timothy Chalamet's okay.
He was there, looking like Guy Fieri again. Great fit tonight. I appreciate the fandom. That guy's stock just continues to skyrocket. Shout out the Banana Band. They never fail to show up. In fact, they show up places that they were never invited. Weddings, bar mitzvahs,
Red Sox spring training.
The Banana Band blasting away as we head to the bottom of the third inning in Anaheim, California. Full capacity crowd on hand, over 40,000 fans here in Angel Stadium. Neil Lang, the new man on the mound for the Firefighters. He's got Ryan Cox, Eric Jones Jr., and Correll Prime. Tough night for Austin Temple. He only gets 1 out on the bump and gives up 2 unearned runs because of 2 missed trick plays behind him. Those runners coming around to score the walk-offs.
Yeah, certainly the defense didn't pick up Temple, but
negative.
Where he also struggled was the fact that he was rarely getting ahead in counts to Bananas batters. Another recipe for non-success as the 1-2 is skied in the infield. Liam Spence lines this one up and collects his first trick play as an infielder for the Firefighters. And it's another under-the-legs grab.
The kid out of Geelong, Australia. Whoa, man, that was a close call. Good job using 2 hands there. Up to 3 trick plays on the tour. First 2 came in left. But the infield is where he's made his bacon. All SEC defense at short when he was at Tennessee. Ball and 2 strikes on Eric Jones Jr. 1 for 3 last night, a pair of walk-offs, though 2 for 3 when it comes to quality at bats. Oh my gosh, it's over our heads.
Oh no! Oh man, I really believed in myself. I thought it was right there. Holy smokes.
Another chance, this also will not reach our booth. Oh my gosh, does hit the netting. Joe Lytle gave it everything he had, never stood a chance. The previous foul ball landed just above Josh and I. We've got an overhang, son of a gun. and it was probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet too far. Beautiful change up there for the strikeout. Neil Lang sits down EJ.
Well, the reason they call him Old Curly is because he is really crafty, especially with his off-speed pitches. And you see EJ way out in front of that changeup. And Lang now picks up the second strikeout of his banana ball career. What was really impressive was his first one came against DR Meadows, which was a sign that Lang might have a really promising season for the Firefighters.
Crow Prime hits it a mile high. Mason Maxwell lining it up. And under the leg, you bet. A pair of trick plays for the Firefighters with a strikeout sandwiched in between from Neil Lang and a much needed 1-2-3 inning. It's still a 2-point deficit, but the Firefighters building some momentum.
Got it. From there.
Give it up for your Bananas player.
What a magical day we spent at Disneyland on Wednesday. Jackson Olsen and company having a blast, taking part in the cavalcade, dancing with the cast and crew from Disney, and getting to spend 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the happiest place on earth. And Jackie joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Olsen, my friend, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. How cool was that, man?
Of course. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. Also, we're keeping the Disney magic flowing.
Yeah,
you can see what's happening on the field right now. I think Minnie might need a glove. Actually, you know what? She has a glove. She has a glove. Perfect.
Were you practicing any trick plays with her before coming out defensively?
The trick play is me diving in front of her to save her. All right, ready? 3, 2, 2.
Dance time. Oh, yeah.
Ready for this?
You got the mini dance down? Yeah, you do. Oh, my gosh. Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
Eating and leaving no crumbs.
I'll save you.
Kyle Lewigs with a fastball for a strike. Liam Spence behind 0-1. And the fever dream just gets that much more bizarre, Jackie.
Oh. One more. Boom.
I don't want to cause any problems, but do you have a favorite between Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy?
I mean, Minnie's obviously very cute. And Mickey and Minnie are not married, by the way, so...
Oh, I did not know that.
Wow.
I kind of always assumed.
Did something happen on Wednesday?
I don't know. No, I would never look at Minnie in the wrong way. Mickey would not like that.
Not married, but protected. That's intriguing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, J-Bro is playing on the... Oh, come on. Oh, flip it to KJ. No.
That's pretty cool, too.
Wow, that was sick.
Coxie smooth as silk.
You know what's crazy? Do you guys know what's crazy right now?
What's that?
That no one knows what's about to happen next inning. And I obviously can't say it.
Right.
But just... There's so much going on in this game. I can't even begin to express.
As far as extracurriculars, entertainment shenanigans, this is going to be one of the craziest banana ball games ever played.
100%. And I'm ready.
Dalton Cornett.
Oh, yeah, nice little tornado catch from Reese. I can tell the future.
Oh,
Yep.
Jackson Olsen, Nostradamus!
I just clip farmed him. Oh my gosh. That was clip farming at its finest.
How'd you know, man? Oh,
I don't know, the
nice.
Disney magic is fueling me right now. I swear, I can just tell the future. The magic is going through my veins.
Now, Jackson, like Mika said, you were there until 11 p.m. at night. I'm really curious. Do you have a favorite Disney ride, a definitive favorite?
Oh man. Wait, hold on, dance break.
Yep.
Ready for this?
Yep. Don't you know me like you want me, baby? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Joe Lytle trying to steal first base. He'll do it.
All right, who cares about that? Whatever, Joe. Favorite ride at Disneyland, Incredicoaster. Favorite ride at Disney World, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I do love Guardians in Orlando.
Yeah, what are your favorites?
Oh boy, I really like Flight of Passage, the Avatar ride.
Yes. Flight of Passage. The smells in that ride are next level.
Yeah, 4D. And I really enjoyed the Cars ride, I'll be honest.
Oh, I missed the Cars ride. There was a special event happening at California Adventure. Oh, here we go, Kyle.
I got to race Josh and Reggie.
Did you win?
Came out victorious, you bet.
No way.
Quinn
Me and Reggie won.
You literally didn't.
What is your guys' favorite Disney food?
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Dole Whip.
On the spot. You guys usually are the ones interviewing, but...
I love it. How about that? Slider at the knees. Luix rings the bell. Jackson Olsen, want to send us to commercial? You've got 5. Excellent job, buddy. Catch you on the flippity.
All right. Commercial. See you, boys.
See you, Jackie. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Love you too, dude. Excellent inning for Cowboy Kyle. We'll get it down to Jesse for some Hey Baby.
Everyone to put your hands up in the air. Get those hands up. And let's get it going, Shark. Here we go. Clap those hands. Now let's sway those arms. Here we go. Keep it going, hands up. Looking good. Keep it clapping as we shuffle. Woo. Keep it going. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a big round of applause.
We just Hey Babied with over 45,000 of our best friends here in SoCal. The folks moving it and grooving it in Angel Stadium. Our second game of this 2-game set. And the Nanners up 2-0, 3.5 innings in. It's been a similar story to all 3 games that the Bananas have won in a row against the Firefighters. Let's get it on down to Jesse.
From the San
was an all-time mighty, powerful ovation for Ham Porter.
Well, everybody's got a phone camera out right now. Nobody has sat back down in their seat. Everybody very familiar with the prodigious power of Ham Porter, who's calling his shot against Neil Lang.
He swings through a fastball. Ham's got the mic on him.
Come on, Nunez. Call that the heater?
Oh, 2. Good blinks.
I was in. I'm in. It's banana rules. I get it.
This one looped into shallow right, and a basket catch from Matt Wolf.
Fans, one more time for the great Hambino, Ham Porter!
How about that for a pinch hitter for Jackson Olsen?
That was electric through and through. The Bananas Jesse Cole all giving him his high fives. He's getting one more look at the swing, and a smooth basket catch from Matt Wolf. Nonchalant. That is the textbook definition right there.
Fastball misses outside to Danny Hosley. Can't connect on a heater from Neil Lang, who's a 4-pitch guy. 2-seam, cutter, changeup, and a slurve. The breaking ball has a plethora of variations to it. This is an independent professional baseball veteran, 7 years in indie ball. Before Neil found himself here in Banana Land, gives up the ball for sprint. All 7 firefighters behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live, and Hosley shows off the wheels. Slides into second well ahead of that final exchange that had to go from Bridges to Maxwell before the ball was live.
Well, the batting average isn't sexy for Danny Hosley this season, but the on-base percentage has still been fantastic for him. He's been great at swiping first base, drawing his ball for sprints, and you saw the aggression as Hosley is sneaky. He is third on the Bananas with 7 stolen bases this year.
And is yet to be caught. Inning-winning run in scoring position. First base runner against Lang. There goes Hosley. Between the legs exchange, and Lytle never had the handle. So make it a perfect 8 for 8 on Danny Doolitle's stolen base attempts. Now the Firefighters have to bring the infield in. That's the inning-winning run, 90 feet from home. And Meadows gives the fans a chance. They do not catch it in the upper deck. Back at the top of the order, DR reached on a trick play, missed his first time. Came around to score the inning-winning run in the first. Two-two count. Playing out of Walnut Creek, California. Getting to pitch in the home state. Trying to put up a second straight 0. It's not going to happen. That is a classic DR Meadows knock. His 11th walk-off of the tour. And the Nanners up 3-0.
Third walk-off surrendered from Neil Lang. First one that comes with an earned run for the lefty. We'll be right back. Nanners up 3-0.
My friends here on YouTube, if I could throw a t-shirt through the TV to you, I would. We're working on the technology. Jesse's always thinking about what's best for the fans. It's
like the Wonka idea. You can hand the kid a chocolate bar through the TV. I like that.
It's a lot of parallels between that wonderful chocolate factory and Banana Land, although a lot of differences as well, I'd like to note. Haven't seen anybody turn into a blueberry, and
yeah, we're probably a little healthier.
See anybody float away? Yeah. Although you can go crazy with the free food at Grayson Stadium. Ooh-wee. In February 2026, you can set sail with all 6 teams in the Banana Ball Championship League. Myself, Josh Talevsky, the entire casted crew, we're going from Tampa to Cozumel, Mexico. For Banana Land at Sea Round 2 Electric Boogaloo. And Mason Maxwell leading off the 5th inning with a little added showmanship. Let's see what Mason's got for us. Team is moving all over the place. All right, okay. Little Mulan. Think Mason Maxwell could make a man out of you, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's absolutely shredded. This is a guy who put on a lot of weight following his freshman year of college and helped him turn into a much more prolific slugger, 24 home runs across 5 collegiate seasons. And now clearly trying to inspire his team down 3 points in the 5th inning.
Everybody's got an interesting story when you end up in Banana Land. Mason, no different. He's the youngest of 8 children. George and Susan Maxwell. 5 brothers and 2 sisters. And 7 out of the 8 siblings played a college sport.
And for all of you wondering about the other Maxwell sibling, if you guessed art teacher is his occupation, you win a free prize courtesy of ETV.
Now I really wish that I knew how to swim.
Email us at
chat at
You beat me to it. I was going to say Zach at LisaBananas.com. Oh, great minds think alike. I mean, that was the full song right there. Mason, what a first specialty walk-up here in the 4th game of his Banana Ball career. He reached in the 2nd. Was pinch run for by the designated runner, Isaac Parra, who was thrown out at home. As Maxwell gets his keister into this, deep to right. See you later! Big fly, Mason Maxwell. The flight of passage, the first bomb in his Banana Ball career. Well, I'll tell you what, he manned that ball out of Angel Stadium over the right field wall. And an unbelievable shot, the first Firefighters home run of the 2025 season. Zach Stayens attacking.
Let's go! I'm lost, but I found Mason Maxwell! Mason, that's the first home run of the Firefighter season. What did you see out there?
Looking first pitch heater after that long walk-up, try to kill it, have a blast. God was looking down on me right there.
Birthday bash too.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
He made a man out of that pitch. Let's go.
Look out, laser beam into the 2nd deck off the bat of Noah Bridges, who bounced one into the right field stands for a ground rule double his first time. What a way for the Firefighters to notch their first run of the night. Cabo Kyle Lewis with an 0-2 count against his former Nanners teammate.
Yeah, not the start that Lewis is looking for here in the 5th, but still pretty impressive that till that point, he had 3 hit the scoreless innings against the Firefighters, and his rebounded quite nice, catching Noah Bridges looking at the dish.
Another look at Lewiggs notching his second strikeout of the evening. Both of them have been looking. Ron Franklin bounced into that bizarre 5-3-2 double play that we were just talking about. Fooled on the slider. He's behind 0-2. Franklin out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Excellent take on the bender right there. Comes to Banana Land out of Eastern Kentucky University. We hear his first team All-A-Sun in 2024. Ryan Cox making the call and the catch. Certainly was thinking about a trick play. That thing was to the clouds and back. Ends up catching it the traditional way.
Yeah, I think the height on that banana ball is the primary reason Cox couldn't come down with the trick play. The important thing he did, though, is that he called off of his fielders very early for guys to collect those trick plays. And trust me, Meadows, Rat, Cox all want them. You've got to make the call early enough for them to all see it and give you the space to do whatever trickery you want.
Peanut giving the fans a chance. This would be an incredible catch. That thing was a towering foul ball. Caden Green ends up fouling that one off. Wild 2-seam movement from Lewiggs, who jumps ahead 1-2. These two guys go all the way back to Banana Fest 2022. Pros versus college guys. Peanut notched a single off of Cowboy Kyle, who got the start for the professionals in what was a 2-0 win for them. Head, that one nearly to us here in the press box, once again over our heads. We're gonna get another pitch from second base from Lewiggs. Just a bit outside, Caden Green is gonna steal first base. Second Firefighter to swipe first on the tour. Both of them have come tonight. Green joins Lytle.
Actually the third, considering Lacey had one last night against Zach Phillips.
Good catch.
Cowboy Kyle, you gotta appreciate the entertainment, especially with 2 outs and the base is empty, but hurts to have another man on base as this one sharply lined to right field. No trouble for Reese Alexiadis. Tip with the glove right into the cap.
Back-to-back games here at Angel Stadium for the Golden State Kid, notching 3 trick plays, but the big blast off the bat of the banana ball rookie Mason Maxwell. Firefighters have a chance to win their first inning of the night.
I'm Cooper. I'm 17 years old.
Cooper at 17 years old. All right, Cooper, let's see what you got. Go ahead. Ooh, the side try. All right. Wow, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, sir, it looks like you lift a bit or two, right? So, please introduce yourself and tell us your age.
My name's Adrian. I'm 45.
Adrian, 45 years old, guys. This guy looks like he can lift, but let's see what he has. Oh my gosh, that's gotta be a 22. Holy cannoli. Very impressive, sir, but wait a minute. Sir, how'd you get, hold on. Sir, what is your name?
Greg Childress.
Greg, how old are you?
75.
75.
Well, the Bananas lead 3-0 here in Anaheim. The Party Animals up 2-zip on the Texas Tailgaters in Reno, Nevada in the top of the 6th inning. That is live right now over on the Party Animals YouTube channel. Peter Holden trying to put up another 0 for the Animals, who are looking for a 3-game sweep of the tailgaters after the two teams split the 2-game set last weekend in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And that was truly a historic series, both of those games going to showdowns. I'm sure that the Firefighters, knowing how good they've played in 2025, felt an extra chip on their shoulder and some motivation after handing the tailgaters their first win in franchise history on night 2 out in Albuquerque. And now they seem poised for another sweep this season.
Dakota McFadden, the new man on the mound for the Firefighters, second guy out of the pen. Had a great 2025 pitching debut last weekend in KC.
Earned a point pitching last Saturday and had 4 runs of support, which had to have him feeling incredibly comfortable. He did give up an earned run and had 2 wild pitches, but nonetheless, Corey Pye likes what he's seen from McFadden and continues to give him a shot to two-way.
Hey, Mr. Coach!
Domingo!
Kyle Jackson in the 2-hole.
Dude, what are you doing here?
What's going on here?
When can I get it at bat?
Where have you been?
I've been in the cages all day long, man.
In the cages?
Yeah, I want to get an at bat. Can I
think
get
you
one right
can
now?
hit?
Can I hit? Of course I can hit.
KJ's one of the best players we got.
I saw him in the cage, average. Come on, Mr. Coach. Let me hit.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, KJ, come on.
KJ.
Go do a TikTok or something like that.
Hey, we'll give Domingo one at
Give me your
bat.
bat. Come on.
See what happens. Hey, he's all right. He's been in the cage.
Domingo!
I got a bat. He's all right. Here we go. Hey, grab that hat.
Man,
All right, Domingo.
these bats are
See what
swing
you
right
got,
here. How you
big
doing,
dog.
guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Let me get these. Oh, that's it? Oh, I got to scoot up a little bit. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Hey! Come on. Hey, can I have that ball? Can I have that ball, please? That's the first time in 2 years I flew out to shallow center field. Congratulations. Good luck, my friend.
One more time for Domingo Ayala!
I was going to question, we might finally find out, can Domingo Ayala hit? That's a nice piece. Robbed of a knock. A great play from Logan Lacey.
I'll tell you what, Cam Porter, now Domingo Ayala, both came very close to collecting knocks in tonight's ball game, but instead a big play from Logan Lacey to back McFadden, who has 1-1 count against Dan Oberst. 0 for 1, but reached on a trick play, missed.
A can of corn. Who's going to make the call and the catch? Peanut taken over. Can't grab it behind the back. And Oberst, in both times to the dish tonight, reaches on a trick play, missed.
Well, Caden Green told us before the game that he's really been hankering for ground balls and has felt a lack of them at the shortstop position. So that's why he emphatically called off Matt Wolf. He was trying to put another trick play on his 2025 ledger and came up empty, trying his first one on a fly ball this year.
Nice two-seam movement on the heater from Dakota McFadden. 1-1 count now on Robert Anthony Cruz as that one just misses the corner. Oberst on first, the inning's tying run, and he's picked off. Cullen tracking him down. Wow, Wolf was close to obstruction there. Now Peanut back over to D-Mac. He is running away. Cullen is going to put the tag on the Nanners DH. Van Stol second. Back in the second. This time McFadden, the savvy banana ball vet here in his 5th World Tour, could smell it coming from a mile away.
Rare that you see something like that from Dan Oberst, a very intelligent base runner who's been with Tyler Gillum a long time. But McFadden, when he was teammates with Oberst in 2023, saw him swipe over 40 bases, so knows about the sneaky speed he possesses.
2-2 count Our director of marketing, Kara Heater, almost just made the play of her life. That thing had some chutzpah just out of her reach. Emack shows off the bender, just misses wide. 4-pitch guy, 4-seam, 2-seam. Cutter in the curve. Fastball by Robert Anthony Cruz. And McFadden faces the minimum and earns the first point of the night for the Firefighters.
And McFadden did a majority of the work, collecting the strikeout, also catching Dan in that pickoff and applying the tag on him. As we go down to a Pico Scala favorite, it's time for the sheet race.
They have to stay in the sheets all the way around until the finish line. All right, this sheet's gonna get crazy. Are you guys ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Pico takes over for the sheet race. It's my favorite promotion in the entire world. Tough start for green, but oh, dark blue takes a tumble. Now it's light blue and brown coming around the first turn. Able to hop the obstacle. Light blue with the lead. Brown coming around the corner. Dark blue and green are out of this thing. It is a 2-sheet race. Gotta keep all 4 limbs in the sheet. Light blue loses the limb. Brown sturdy the whole way. What a race! A diving victory. Light blue tumbles into second, dark blue for third, and green, a valiant effort, my friend, coming in fourth. Another great sheet race. That makes my night. As does he engage Voorhees toe the slab for a second straight evening here in Anaheim.
Yeah, great to see Voorhees back on the mound. He was incredibly effective last night. Recorded 3 outs in 1 minute and 50 seconds and also earned a point for the Bananas. And he tossed just 9 pitches, and that's why you see him pitching on this night as well.
That was a seed off the bat of Logan Lacey, just barely fouled. Third base umpire Pete Saucedo, left field umpire Manny Mejia, both right there for it. Now a slow roller, and Carell Prime going behind the back is going to take it to first himself, grabbing his 20th trick play of the tour.
Well, that one just cued off the end of the bat from Logan Lacey. Voorhees has primarily been a fly ball pitcher this season, but it's always really nice to see him get balls on the ground and help Prime pick up yet another trick play.
Liam Spence has to hop out of the way of the bender inside. Now ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. A fly out and ground out so far tonight. Lifts this one to shallow right. Olsen and Prime out. Prime making the call, backpedaling and making the catch. 2 quick outs for Gage Voorhees, and now Jesse Cole out on the field. Looks like we're going to have a special guest coming on in.
Fans, now coming to pitch, former Major League All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, and the first with your Anaheim Angels. Please welcome John Lackey!
Special moment here for John Lackey at 46. Looks like he's still got a lot of zip on the fastball. In his rookie season, back in 2002, helped the Angels win their only World Series.
Got the ball in Game 7 to help them clinch the W. And now Tyler Gillum coming out to check on Lackey.
You all right? You all right?
Man, it's been a long time. I don't know if I can do it.
You got this, big dog. You got 1 out left in you. Kid sees an angel. He's here to help.
The kid sees an angel?
Yeah. And so do I.
Fans, everyone on your feet and follow along.
Let's do it, Lackey.
I got it.
Good job, bud.
That Angel in the outfield bearing quite a resemblance to Cowboy Kyle Lewis has inspired John Lackey. The shoulder's feeling good. Look out! That one behind Cornette. 2-0 count on DC3. Kyle's still going out there.
That
the Angel.
Kyle.
The Angel looks a lot like Kyle. I'm sorry.
He just pitched.
I beg your pardon. 3-0 count. Lackey, a 15-year MLB career. The first 8 here with the Angels.
Was the Angel flossing?
Now the Angel's mopping.
Was it doing the orange justice?
Bouncer foul. And Lackey back in the count. It is full.
I get my moves confused.
You had the orange justice. It was orange justice.
Okay. Now he's doing the boom!
Cornette out to right center. Alexiadis tracking it down, tipping it up, and DR can't pull it in the cap. That is a rare miscue on the double trick play attempt between Reese and David Ray. And Kyle apoplectic. The Angel apoplectic.
Number 911, Joe
Wow,
Lytle.
the Angel might be with John Lackey. He was not with DR Meadows. That is the first time he has missed a trick play trying to catch it in his cap this year.
Can the fans get Lackey out of it? Not on that swing. Another life for Joe Lytle. He's still booming. Can't stop that guy from bringing the boom. He was just hitting the nay-nay. Wild pitch, and Cornette will advance to third.
You think the Angel can crank that Soulja Boy?
I think the Angel has every... Oh! Yeah! Well, no, still whipping. I just got excited. I got excited. I was manifesting.
Knows modern music. That's good.
No doubt. Gotta feel like that Angel is a dance specialist. A lot in the arsenal.
Just was worried it wouldn't know anything like past 1993.
Bouncer over Lackey, barehand attempt by Cox. And it's gonna be an unearned run on the 3-time World Series champ.
Number 8, Stephen
Lytle
Cullen.
picks up the infield single.
Yeah, tough play for Cox to make, hence why you saw him try the barehanded grab. The Angel immensely disappointed, 2 thumbs down, but it's 4 straight games with an RBI for Joe Lytle to open up his season.
It's up to 5 on the tour. Pacing the Firefighters. Boy, Lackey should have had 1 batter. A missed trick play by Meadows. Now we get to see John working out there on the mound in front of over 45,000. Big smile on his face, though. Three balls, no strikes on Stephen Cullen. Big swing and a miss. Cullen trying to bring the boom. And once again, Lackey turns a 3-0 count into 3-2. Excellent job battling back. His last big league season was 2017 with the Cubs. And that one wide. Cullen will take the sprint. All 7 Bananas behind Lackey and Leroy have to touch the ball before it's live. Lytle will go first to third, Cullen content with 1 base.
Well, it's gone from what would have been a 6-pitch inning for John Lackey to 16 through the first 3 batters he's faced. Already looks a little fatigued. The Angels, our Angel is just trying to will him to the final out of this inning.
Mason Maxwell launched the ball into the right field seats his last time. First home run of the tour for the Firefighters. Jackson Olsen fielding it between the legs. Kirill Prime gets the throw behind the back. A double trick play to end the inning for John Lackey. Mamma mia. How about the chutzpah from Olsen and Prime? Dakota Still Tall Britain due to swing it when we return here on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Good job, Angel. YouTube, you get to see the Angel. Hey, hold on, folks. Okay. Pretty sure that was actually Kyle Lewis, folks. Hate to break the illusion. I really did think it was just an Angel who bared his resemblance, and then I saw the wings being taken off. I think I got hoodwinked. Middle of the 6th inning, we got to talk Showman of the Night nominees here. Josh offers up the Angel. It's pretty good. He's got a compelling case thus far.
If that Angel is confirmed to be Kyle, he had 2 Ks.
Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. From the Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. What a wonderful venue it is for our young sport. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bananas lead 3-1, but the Firefighters have a chance to cut into that lead. They lead the 6th inning by a run and hand the ball off to Javon Ray.
Yeah, Ray has a 4-pitch mix. It's low 90s with the fastball, then offers up a changeup, curveball, and slider. Had a 12-5 record across 108 innings pitched at Georgia Southern, and played with the Frederick Keys in the MLB Draft League last season. Had a 6.11 earned run average, but posted the best strikeout to walk ratio in quite a while. Almost 2.5 strikeouts to every walk allowed, which is exactly what you're looking for in a banana ball pitcher.
G-Ray has 5, 6, and 7 for the Nanners. Alexiadis, Cox, and EJ. And Super Reese with the bouncer. Caden Green, tough job getting it between the legs. Alexiadis hustling down the line. Turns what should have been an out to start the frame into a trick play missed, and the tying run aboard.
Just another brutal missed trick play for the Firefighters. Their 4th in tonight's ball game. It's the 3rd time a Banana has reached to lead off an inning because of a Firefighters trick play missed.
Happened in the 1st and the 2nd. The Nanners ended up walking off each of them. That's how they got their first 2 points. Ryan Cox behind 0-1. Popped out his last time. Some defensive changes for the Firefighters. Logan Lacey moves from center to 3rd. Noah Bridges from right field to center. And Dakota McFadden goes from the mound to right field. Liam Spence from 3rd over to 2nd. Matt Wolf out of the game. Wild pitch, Alexiadis into scoring position. Two count. Coxey with a dozen walk-offs on the tour. One behind Robert Anthony Cruz for the Banana Ball World Tour lead. Serves that one into center. Noah Bridges cannot get it on the dive, and it's going to sneak past him. Alexiadis will score easily, and Cox has himself a stand-up double. Once again, a trick play missed. Comes back to bite the Firefighters in the booty.
Well, that is such an impressive swing from Ryan Cox, who has the ability to spray the ball all across the yard. He practically golfed that banana ball into center field, made it a really tough play for Bridges, and the aggression bit him and the Firefighters yet again.
Now Bill Leroy with the fate of the inning in his hands. Malachi Mitchell, the fastest man in Banana Land. Pinch runs for Cox on second, representing the inning winning run. And the 8-year Banana. Leroy digs in. A zinger deep out to center. Bridges has it tracked. Plenty deep for Flash to tag. And a quality at bat for Leroy.
First pitch swing, and Bill has seen the ball very well lately. Had 2 knocks last night. So wanted to try and tee off against Ray. This one within the confines of Angel Stadium, but deep enough to get Mitchell 90 feet away from scoring another point for the Bananas.
Infield in. Correll Prime ahead 1-0. And now Mason Maxwell chugging in from left. It'll be a 5-man infield. Just Bridges and McFadden left in the outfield. That one squibbed foul. Prime flew out on a skyscraper to left his first time. If he can repeat the performance, it will be a walk-off sac fly. Back ahead 2-1. And that's an inning-saving stop from Lytle behind the dish. That is high to left, long run. No one's gonna get there, it's gonna dunk in, and Malachi Mitchell will score easily. The 2-man outfield ends up being the death of the Firefighters in the 6th. And the Nanners flip the script, they're up 4-1.
And they just don't have the context of the fact that Prime has been incredibly pull happy this season. His 11th hit to left field.
We've got some contestants making their way out to center field.
Another point
because we're going to have some fun with a new promotion.
We're going down to Jesse, brand new promo.
In the spirit of Disney, this promotion is going back to one of our favorite movies back in the day, Toy Story. So we've got 4 contestants out here, and it is called Andy's Coming. So they're gonna have to race to get home as these toys right here. But anytime we say Andy's coming, they gotta get down so Andy knows nothing's going on that's crazy. Contestants, are we ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Andy's coming!
All right, Andy's gone! Andy's gone!
Andy's coming!
He said Andy's coming! Andy's gone!
Andy's coming!
No. Sir, you have been found by Andy. You are disqualified. Andy's gone!
Andy's coming!
Andy's gone! And the winner! With the comeback right here! Let's hear it for Daniel in our first ever Andy's Coming race!
Andy's coming!
Well, Andy is officially here. Andy Archer takes over on the mound for the Nanners, up 3 points.
How apropos that Archer, the big right-hander, takes the mound for the 16th time this season. He earned his first win of the year last Saturday and has a 3.52 earned run average in Major League parks this season, and is still maintaining a 2-to-1 strikeout to ball four sprint ratio this season, and has opponents betting .272 against him this year.
Noah Bridges hacking at the first pitch. Into the second deck, not caught by the fans. For the largest Major League Baseball stadium in Banana Ball history, Angel Stadium just barely edging out Citizens Bank Park. We've only seen one foul out to a fan so far. Robert Anthony Cruz, what do you got? Backflip, you bet! We're calling that a rack flip. Second one he's pulled off tonight.
Double trouble for Robert Anthony Cruz. Another landing nailed from rack in left field, and you see his teammate D.R. Meadows able to land it as well behind him. Always fun to see.
How about Ron Franklin? First time he reaches base in his Banana Ball career is a steal at first. That's impressive Banana Ball IQ for a guy up there in only his 4th career plate appearance. All smiles with Prime at first base. Firefighters got to be in the business of base runners. Caden Green into the stands on top of the Firefighters dugout. Good effort there by Leroy and Kyle Jackson. Looks like Bill ended up in the dugout. That's Zachary Bridges pinch hitting for Peanut. His younger brother led off the inning, hitting into the Robert Anthony Cruz backflip catch. Now Zachary tries his luck against Big Arch, but he'll have to wait for Vincent Chapman to shake that thing. Zachary got to share his final 4 years of college ball with Noah at UNC Wilmington, where they were a dynamic duo. Now they're the first brothers on a Banana Ball team in our young sports history. Chopper to KJ. Fires it to second for one. Olsen to first. Never a chance at the twin killing. Nice job by Kyle Jackson, though, to take care of the lead runner.
And an impressive job on a ball that took a funky hop at the last second on Kyle Jackson. Had to react very quick to grab that one over by his left shoulder and still collect the lead out at second.
D-Mac swings it here in the 10 hole. He's taking the spot of Matt Wolf in the order. Ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Archer pounds the zone with fastballs. 4-seam, 2-seam cutter. The split change is his best off-speed offering. He's added a curveball to the arsenal here in his second Banana Ball World Tour. D-Mac patient, earns the sprint. Nanners have to get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher before the ball's live. Zachary Bridges chugs from first to third. Gets the stop sign from his head coach Val Perez there. Runners on the corners now with 2 down.
Well, it's been a disciplined weekend for Dakota McFadden. Had 2 sprints last night, now grabs a third. And Ryan Cox has another trick play as Correll Prime digs it out at the first base bag.
Heck of a job by Arch to put up a 0. Nanners try and extend their lead when we return. Saturday night, the Savannah Bananas will be taking on the Party Animals from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Banana Ball's 4th football stadium of the year. And it'll be great to see the two premier teams in the sport doing battle once again. Friday night on YouTube, Saturday night on ESPN2.
And Friday night's game is really going to mean a lot to both of these squads as the Firefighters have the opportunity, or the Party Animals, to win the season series.
Jackson Olsen leading off the bottom of the 7th. We got to talk with Jackie on the mic in the top of the 4th about how much of a dream come true this week has been for him. So obviously, he has to come up to the dish. Talking about what dreams are made of. Jackie here in his 3rd world tour. Posted on social media recently. And he was finishing up at Stetson. Thought he would be Major League Baseball bound. It was after the spring season in 2021. And it makes sense that he would be thinking that. This is a guy who got a free agent contract offering from the Arizona Diamondbacks when he was at the University of Hartford. But things didn't go his way in his final college campaign at Stetson. The story is well told, best by Olsen. For his Instacart driving days, finding a love for TikTok, which of course he had found in his college baseball days as well and got a lot of gruff for it. But look at where a passion can take you. And all of a sudden, Jackie starting to heat up here in his 3rd world tour.
I mean, had a 105 OPS plus in 2023, 102 last season, so has continued to be an above tour average hitter, but fishes for the 3-2 pitch in the dirt and comes away empty. He is not always a guy trying to look for ball force sprints, but would have had one here. The aggressiveness gets the better of him as he was 5 for his last 8 at the dish. Can't blame him for wanting to swing the bat.
Yeah, that was a nasty curveball from Javon Ray, who told us that's the strikeout pitch, and then he uses it to not strike one against Danny Hosley. Chance for the fans. They haven't made an out in the stands tonight. Only had one last night. The trend continues. Danny Hosley worked a sprint in the 4th inning. Got 2 bases on it, stole 3rd. Ended up scoring the inning-winning run on the DR Meadows walk-off single. Did most of the work with his legs, though.
Well, I think the fans are going to have a hard time getting Danny Hosley out. He has not fouled out to a fan since July 14th, 2023 in Durham, North Carolina.
How bizarre. Meanwhile, you got guys like Cox and Bloomer, who Swanee this year seem to foul out once or twice a weekend.
Surprisingly, even Dan Oberst at the top of the 2025 leaderboard.
Payoff. Swing and a miss. Javon Ray. Back-to-back Ks to start the last of the 7th, and here comes Tyler Gillum.
The world's tallest batter, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
What a fun opportunity for the Banana Ball rookie. Javon Ray with back-to-back punch-outs to start his 2nd inning of work. Now has to face the tallest athlete in the known universe. A step back. I think that should be a strike. It's not?
Vince is calling it high.
I cannot believe that was not called a strike. I mean, that was a fadeaway. It looked like it was right down the chute.
Well, he said that was something that he showed at the Banana Ball tryout that kind of put Tyler Gill, Adam Byron, even Barry Aldridge on notice. But he hasn't been able to land a strike across the plate to Stilts yet. The count's 3-0.
I think he should go back to the jumper. Swing and a miss. And Javon has found the bottom of that enormous strike zone. Look out! Stilts nearly plunked, and now he's gonna have to get on his high horse. He does it easily. That guy picks up more and more speed every year here in Banana Land. This is year 5. And able to get to first with plenty of time to spare while the Firefighters got it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher.
And the Bananas know Kyle Jackson's bat is so good right now that they're gonna leave Stilts on the bases and hope that their rookie superstar at third base can leave the yard, give Stilts an easy trot home.
Albritton, the slowest man on this Bananas team, represents the inning-winning run. KJ at the dish, one of the fastest guys on the team. I mean, if he puts a ball in the gap, he could track down Stilts easily. Party Animals have swept the Texas Tailgaters out of Reno, Nevada. And will be coming into Charlotte, North Carolina red hot for the 2-game set this coming weekend against the Bananas. 3-1 victory for the Animals tonight. 2-2 count now on K-Jack. Chopped foul, will do it again. Kyle Jackson worked the walk-off sprint in the first.
He's reached in all 4 plate appearances here in Anaheim. A single, 2 sprints, a hit by pitch, but swings through what looked like a changeup from Javon Ray. He comes away striking out the side, although allowing the ball 4 sprint to Stilts.
Another look at the filthy change for Javon Ray's 3rd K of the inning. Let's get it down to the field to Sam Bauman.
Hey, Vico, Josh, yeah, we're in Anaheim, and this is where stars are. And guess what? We found one today. This is Jim Rome. You probably know show Jim Rome is burning. He's here taking in a little banana ball. Jim, you've seen 7 innings of banana ball so far. You've seen a lot of sports over your life. Give me your take so far.
All right, so my wife's over here. For her birthday, she wanted to come here. All right, so aside from happy wife, happy life, she wanted to come here. But I've seen everything in every event, Super Bowl, World Series, Final Four. First time ever to see banana ball. I love it. A great spectator sport, great energy, great respect. Everybody's happy, everybody's elevated. I mean, look at this. There is no division. Everybody wants to be here. This is a great, great experience.
Now, Jim, you're a man who's got some hot takes out there. Any banana ball hot takes so far? Anything you take away from banana ball? You say, hey, I'm seeing something here. Maybe no one else is calling it.
I'm going to be real with you, man. I'm in a place in my life where I'm not saying things just to say things, right? I'm not about that hot take life. Now, when I came up, I was young and I was brash, and I said things that other people didn't say. I'm just being real. I like what I see here, all right? The thing right now is to be authentic. It's to be real. It's not to say stuff you don't believe or say stuff just to get clicks and just to go viral. It's to be real. What I'm seeing here is awesome family entertainment and a great spectator sport. In fact, it's more than a sport, it's an event. It's an event.
Jim Rome, I don't know about you guys. He's got me fired up right now. Jim, you enjoy the rest of your game. Tell your wife happy birthday from us. Biko, Josh, back to you guys.
Thanks, SB. Thank you so much for the time and insight. Jim Rome, that is a legend of the sports broadcasting world. One of the best to ever do it when it comes to talk radio. And he's still killing it on X. Over 1.2 million followers over on the Twitterverse. Appreciate him being real with us. That was cool stuff. Andy Archer out for a 2nd inning of work. Put up a 0 in the 7th. And starts off with a foul ball against Liam Spence.
I'm going to be real with you right now,
I would like that.
I cannot believe that Hot Dog was the first They Might Be Giant song to be in a 4-1-1.
Couldn't let
really
that go.
thought we would get to Istanbul or Particle Man first.
Well, we'll address that in a second. Kyle Jackson behind the back, you bet. Smooth as silk. KJ killing it at the hot corner.
Already had the front roll tonight. Now comes away with a really smooth behind-the-back transition to nab Liam Spence at first base. He now has 4 trick plays this weekend.
Now Dalton Cornett, ahead 1-0. I think Istanbul might be our executive producer, Yvonne Trezak's least favorite song he's heard in his entire life. I think you're going to have to win a serious battle to get that involved.
Sad.
In a banana ball game. But our broadcast director, Chad Reese, big fan, he's had it stuck in his head all day. On the other side of the country, directing our show from Savannah, Georgia. Big shout out to our crew here in Anaheim, back in the hostess city of the South, doing a tremendous job. Nice piece of hitting there by Cornett, but played perfectly. An Adam ball right to rack for out number 2.
Low liner, didn't really have the type of read to give Cruz enough time to line it up and come away with the rack flip. They're much easier on balls hit high in the air, and that one low and sinking quick.
Who do we got coming to the plate here? I don't have this cat on my roster. I don't think I've ever seen anybody so happy to get a bat. It was one of the cutest things I've seen in my life.
Attaboy, Chief.
Look at that smile. Just amazed at the opportunity. Want to talk about soaking in the experience.
Eat your heart out, bat boys.
0-2 coming to Joe Lytle. Was also soaking up the moment. I'm talking about a smile. Foul out to the fan. Lytle in the upper deck, a screamer, barehanded grab. What a play by that youngster. Impressive play. A 1-2-3 inning for Archer. And another look at our first foul out to a fan tonight. But what a clean snag. We'll get it down to Jesse for some yellow.
And all loud, we're going to sing Yellow. Here we go. Let me hear you, Anaheim.
Going bananas at home here watching on the tube. We'll be back on ESPN Plus in Disney Plus in about 20 seconds. I love seeing the Jesse Cole emojis in the chat. And the hearts. Always warm the heart as well. What a scene we just had here in Angel Stadium. Over 45,000 fans providing the light after we turned off the LEDs here in Angel Stadium. And Marshall Schill, the fourth man out of the bullpen for the Firefighters here tonight.
Funky Submariner returns to the mound for the second time this season. His first inning was completed in 3 minutes and 56 seconds, where he earned a point and came away with 2 strikeouts, including one of lifetime Kansas City Royal, Alex Gordon. What's really impressive is that, of course, he's got that unique arm angle while he's delivering pitches to the plate, but he hasn't thrown a wild pitch across his last 4 seasons of ball. That totals 116 ball games.
Sneaks the heater past a powerful swing from Dan Oberst. 3, 4, and 5. Beefy part of this Bananas lineup, as Dan does not foul out to the fans. Rack on deck, Alexiadis in the hole. Chill's got 5 different pitches from the sidearm slot. Will throw a sinker submarine as well. And sneaks the gas past Oberst again. 3 pitches and a strikeout to start Schill's night.
Well, last season he wasn't known for his strikeout ability on the pitcher's mound, but so far he has shown some extra life on those pitches. As you see, coming from that low arm angle, that fastball appears to rise against Dan Oberst. It's really tough to pick up.
Robert Anthony Cruz able to check his swing. Pete Saucedo, third base umpire, says he did not go around. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Rack has flown out and struck out. He's got a handful of family and friends on hand. Said he's gone to Angel Stadium more than any other MLB park.
Well, traffic's better.
And he's going to try to steal first. He will. It looked for a second like that might be a fortuitous ricochet back to Lytle, and the ball died. And Cruz with his first steal of first of the tour.
Great to see for Robert Anthony Cruz. He's batting 175 across his last 14 games with a 495 OPS. Right now, he'll take getting on any way that it'll come by, and had the banana ball wherewithal to get on, and now he's immediately running, testing Joe Lytle, and the throwdown is not in time. Now 2 stolen bases for Rack.
Lytle wants the Firefighters to challenge it. I don't see why they wouldn't. All right, we'll have a minute on the clock. The Firefighters do toss their hat in the ring. They say it's challenge time. In fact, now Christian Bierman spraying some water in the air. So we have a minute. We need to see clear evidence that the call by second base umpire Doug McClure was incorrect. And so far from what we're seeing, I'm only seeing something that confirms his call. All right, another look. It's the right hand to the bag versus when does the tag come on the left hand. The single's a good look at it, but it's not going to be able to overturn the call because you can't see when the tag happens.
And on the first angle,
this is a great shot.
It looked like hand was on base as soon as the glove was touching Rack.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tough call to make. Looks like Doug McClure was right.
I think he's safe.
I think he's safe too.
Yeah.
So not only can the call not be overturned, this call is confirmed. Stands confirmed, same difference. Vincent Chapman will tell the crowd. So Rack, right after grabbing his 4th steal of the tour, taking first, gets his 5th steal of the tour, grabbing second. It was a perfect throw from Lytle, nothing else he could have done. I mean, that was a seed on the money. Good quick tag too. Rack just had a stupendous jump. Let his wheels do the rest of the work. Now a 2-0 count on Alexiadis with the inning-winning run in scoring position.
I think that was the right time for the Firefighters to challenge anyways.
Completely
They're trying not to go down any further in this ball game before the final inning. And they'd like the fans to try and pick them up defensively, but they are not going to get Reese Alexiadis out here.
And the walk-off double back in the second. Scored the inning-winning run in the sixth. And sends that deep into the Anaheim night. And it's going to be out of reach for Mason Maxwell. Up against the wall. Another walk-off for Super Reese. Rack touches home, and the Nanners lead 5-1.
Second walk-off of the night for Reese Alexiotis, having an unbelievable series back in his home state. And this is a guy who is going to continue to lead the Bananas offensively the rest of this campaign. It's been everything you wanted for a player when he's trying to level up in his second season.
The 2023 Pioneer League MVP, making a bid for 2025 Banana Ball MVP. Entering our final inning, this is when every run scored counts as a point, and if we're tied at the end of it, we will go to showdowns. That means the Firefighters need to mount at least a 4-run rally to keep this game alive. They're going to have 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Stephen Cullen, Mason Maxwell, and Noah Bridges due to swing it. They still have their golden batter, which they have given the nod to Logan Lacey twice, both games in Kansas City. He singled and doubled after getting the honor. And last night, Val Perez turned to Joe Lytle as the golden batter. He had a 2-hit night going, but ended up grounding into a double play as the Nanners won their 3rd straight game. And now Zach Phillips on the bump, trying to make it 4 straight victories for the boys in yellow before they face off against the Party Animals, who have taken 3 straight and will battle them in Charlotte this coming Friday night.
Phillips pitched last night, was knocked around a little bit, surrendering 3 hits with 2 outs, and 2 runs were scored against him. But only 2 of his last 10 innings have been tossed in over 3 minutes, which just goes to show you how quick he works on the pitcher's mound. He's still leading all qualified pitchers, averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And we saw him nail down the save in Kauffman Stadium last Saturday in his first opportunity of the year.
It was a special moment for the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer. Rocking the Pluto hat. And pitching for the 2nd straight night here in Anaheim. That one over our head, son of a gun. We just can't get the right launch angle. I want the opportunity. I yearn for the opportunity.
I'm tired of fooling myself into believing that I can impact this game.
Just give us a chance, Philly. All right, it's not coming to us. The fans, no, it's Bill Leroy. Wow, what a misjudge from Biko. Bill tracked it off the bat, bare hands it out of the sky, heaves the ball into the upper deck, and has a trick play to start the 9th.
And it's now back-to-back games for the Bananas where they have recorded 15 trick plays against the Firefighters. An impressive showing. And now here comes number 16, Correll Prime. A bounce pass to Phillips covering the bag.
Nanners putting on a clinic when it comes to all aspects of Banana Ball. They've walked off 5 innings in back-to-back nights here at Angel Stadium, and they continue to dazzle defensively on the other end, entertaining every step of the way. The Firefighters, who were uber competitive last weekend in Kansas City, have been outclassed here in Anaheim. Noah Bridges trying to breathe some life into his club, ahead 2-1. And he's going to keep the game alive. Great to see that sweet swing of Noah Bridges starting to find some barrels. 2 for 4 now on the night. Both knocks were stroked.
And the Firefighters also have the benefit of a guy with elite speed on the bases now. All that Bridges will have to be wary of is running into the final out of this ball game. So you have to play it intelligently, as over-aggression has bit this team all night long and this weekend for the most part.
What a spot here for Ron Franklin. Ball and a strike on him. This is only his 5th career Banana Ball plate appearance. He stole first base his last time. Bridges off on the pitch. That one driven deep to center. D.R. Meadows watching it sail over the wall. Ron Franklin, 2-run tank. A flight of passage. And now it's a 2-point game.
Had 17 in his last season at Eastern Kentucky. Olsen with a big swing for the Firefighters. Zach's got him.
Run, Franklin! He's lost! Hold on a minute! Run! Let's go! Run! Hey! That was only your 5th at-bat in banana ball, and you just crushed it to deep center. What'd you see?
I'm him. Stop playing.
It's him! He's him!
Hot Boy Ron has landed in Banana Land. And we're going to get a golden batter.
Hitting in the place of Caden Green is the Firefighters' golden batter. Please welcome Dalton Cornett.
Val Perez turns to her veteran, Dalton Cornett. It's his first year with the Firefighters, but his 4th Banana Ball World Tour. He's one of the best bat-to-ball guys in our young sports history.
Well, he has a 13-game hit streak on the line right here in this at-bat, but he must have also told Val, I can hit this guy. Cornett posted a 300 average against the lefty a season ago with the Party Animals and laces this one foul along the net towards those first base stands.
Cornett 0 for 4 tonight, lined out his last time. He says, nice bender, Phillips. I almost offered up. And the Firefighters down to their final strike. Slow tapper, Jackson Olsen attacking. Flips it under the leg in time. The Bananas have taken 4 straight from the Firefighters. They sweep them out of Anaheim, California, and are red hot, ready to take on the Party Animals this coming Friday night in Bank of America Stadium, home of the Carolina Panthers.
Exactly what the Bananas needed to get their mojo back, winning each of the first 4 games against the Firefighters here in 2025. Now going forward, they will try and stave off losing the season series to the Party Animals beginning next Friday in Charlotte.
The Party Animals' magic number for the season series against the Bananas is 1. We get to see what the boys in yellow can do against their arch rival in just 6 nights' time. Here comes Jesse Cole to talk to the crowd.
And for your Savannah Bananas!
Here are the numbers behind the 5-3 victory for the Nanners tonight. Of course, the Bananas did not just score 1 run. You can't get 5 points off 1 run, so please disregard that. But the 15 trick plays, very impressive in another dominating victory.
6 runs tonight for the Savannah Bananas in their 5-point victory. And our showman of the night, none other than Cowboy Kyle Lewicks, who was phenomenal on the pitcher's mound. 2 sharp innings, only damaged by a Mason Maxwell home run, and also collected 2 strikeouts. 3 trick plays came behind him. And boy, I'll tell you what, that guy was also lighting things up out on the rocks here in Angel Stadium. I mean, we talk about numbers all the time, but I'm pretty sure when you're collecting stats on Kyle's dance moves, he had infinity out there.
Yeah, he showed the arsenal is deep. He's got a lot in his back pocket. You want this guy at your wedding because he's going to be a party the whole night and is not going to run out of moves. Impressive stuff from the man in his 8th year here in Banana Land. And we'll be talking to Jesse Cole in just a few moments' time. Sam Bauman's going to grab him. It'll be super intriguing to hear what Big Yellow has to say after a week in which the Bananas and Firefighters were the headlining act at Disneyland on Wednesday. Dominated the cavalcade. We're dancing all over the happiest place on earth. And then just down the road, back-to-back full capacity crowds in Angel Stadium, over 90,000 fans across the two-game set. Brilliant banana ball was on display from the Bananas. The Firefighters still trying to find their footing here in their second year of existence. This was not their sharpest work.
Yeah, the big knock on the Firefighters so far is that they haven't had a lead against the Savannah Bananas yet this year.
That's not good.
And the Bananas have led against the Firefighters in either the first or second inning of play in all four of these ball games. So the Firefighters have got to find a way to score and hold the leads early going forward this year.
They'll have the weekend off, as will the Texas Tailgaters. And then the Firefighters, in a couple weeks' time, will be taking on the Party Animals. Well, the Bananas battle the Texas Tailgaters for the first time. That will be in Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. So the plot thickens on this 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. The first time we've had 4 full-time teams. It'll be fun to see the visitors. Banana Ball's developmental team getting in action this year again as well. And for now, let's get it down to SB to talk with Jesse Cole.
Yeah, Biko, Josh, there is a lot to talk with our man Jesse Cole here. Of course, we had 45,000 tonight, 45,000 plus last night, and need I mention Disneyland. Jesse, how do you put in perspective the week that it has been for Banana Ball?
Well, to think that we are just invited to be a part of Disney, and then to see here, you know, not one fan leaves early. There's a lot of Disney magic that happened this week, and you know, to see thousands of fans lined up in Disneyland waiting for us just to see us, and now 45,000 each night, that not one person left, and because you never know what's going to happen, and there's magical moments that happen at Disney, and they carried over here. I'm so proud of these guys, and just so proud of how far we've come from selling a handful of tickets to now doing this. And Disney we've all looked up to. I think many of us, we all have our own Disney experiences, but to feel just a part of that and to feel that we're creating some Disney magic here and all over the country is pretty special.
Jesse, speaking of Disney, to walk the roads that Walt walked, that Walt built, a man you have looked up to, modeled much of what you've done, what does it mean to now have shared those roads, to shared that parade, shared those kind of same memories?
Well, I think Walt said it's kind of fun to do the impossible, and most people, when you look at what we have done, you would say is impossible. A small town team in Savannah showed up in an abandoned ballpark, sold a handful of tickets, playing traditional college summer baseball, to now be creating a sport, Banana Ball, and bringing it all over the world. You know, Walt wasn't afraid to dream big. He said all of your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. And when you look at all of us, the players, the cast, the staff, you know, we're not afraid to pursue big dreams. And this is a big dream, because it's a dream to bring people together. People that not necessarily love baseball, but they love fun and joy and seeing things they've never seen before happen here. And it's been magical. And I think about the guys and how much they put into every show, and the time, the effort, the energy. And yeah, you know, look around and we have our magical moments of Yellow. And I'll tell you, tonight may have been the loudest I've ever heard people singing Yellow. And if it's Walt looking down on us, and if it's, you know, just the Disney spirit alive with people saying we're going to be a part of this and we're going to give it everything we got, I think the fans did that. I think Disney's done that for us, and every one of the players and cast members has done that as well.
Jesse, speaking of those players, we saw the Firefighters, 4 games under their belt, a young team. But what does it mean to see their brand kind of taking off, getting to take part in Disney, some of these young players getting involved?
Well, you think about them honoring, you know, the Firefighters that were part of the wildfires down here, and you see the crowd response to that, and honoring Hank, you know, one of the oldest cast members who was alive to actually work with Walt Disney, and to hear his story. You know, that brand is very special, because there's everyday heroes that do amazing things, and here at this on this platform, on this field, we can honor them. And the Firefighters play with a lot of pride. And yes, they're just getting started, and they're a young team, and they're learning the game of Banana Ball. But you see the sparks, you see the special home runs, you see the fight in them, you see the courage, you see the ability to go for the trick plays and go for things that are crazy to go for. And you think about when the Bananas started, they never went for that. When the Party Animals, they never did it. But they have the spirit and heroism of the Firefighters, and they're playing with that, and they're only going to get better. But every night, I think they're going to honor those everyday heroes, and I think the key with anything is to know who are you playing for. And every day we play for our fans, and they're playing for the Firefighters, which is truly special.
Well, Jesse Cole, it has been a magical week here in California, to say the least. Biko, Josh, if you know Jesse, you know this is only just the beginning.
thank you, Sam. Thanks so much for the insight. Jesse Cole, always so special to get to hear what's going on in that galaxy brain of his. The reason why we're all here in Anaheim, California, the reason why the Firefighters get to honor the heroes that they play for, the reason why the Savannah Bananas are such a worldwide sensation. That is special stuff right there. We bring you back up into the broadcast booth with Josh Dolevsky, Pico Scala. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. As we've been saying, a reminder, this coming Friday night, the Bananas and Party Animals will be battling in the home of the Carolina Panthers. How about that? It's going to be a thrilling one as we get back-to-back nights. Friday will be on the Bananas YouTube channel. Then Saturday, we will be back on ESPN2. And then the next time we'll see the Firefighters is going to be the following weekend against the Party Animals in Grand Rapids, Michigan. For the Texas Tailgaters, they play the Bananas in Cincinnati. So this tour is really starting to kick off.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Of course, I know the Bananas and Party Animals feel like there is unfinished business as far as their season series is concerned. But pitching was the bane of the Bananas' existence across the last 11 games against the Party Animals. Now, all of a sudden, they have got a lot of confidence after so much success here against the Firefighters. Consistent strikes, very few ball force sprints allowed, and hopefully that translates into their games against the Party Animals again as they try and stave off losing the season series to that squad.
The Party Animals have won 3 straight. The Bananas have won 4 straight. 2 worlds collide in Charlotte this coming Friday night. Thanks to our executive producer, Yvonne, our director, Chad, Sam and Zach down on the field, Josh up here, Biko saying so long. We'll see you later!
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.